Hey, seventh graders. Today we are going to talk a little bit about comparing and contrasting, but rather than looking at the film version to our script version, we're actually going to look at characters and why authors make choices within their protagonists or their antagonists or even their minor characters. So just kind of going off of our examples yesterday, because Christmas is still on my brain, I was thinking about The Grinch and Cindy Lou Who. And at first glance, there really is nothing similar about them, right? The Grinch lives all by himself, lonely, up on the hill. I guess he has his dog Max. But, he's grumpy and angry and bitter, were the words that we used to describe him yesterday. Whereas Cindy Lou Who is kind and thinks of other people, right? And she's really a young child. So we could start to list their differences, right? So he's angry and bitter and some might even say lonely, or he chooses to be alone, whereas Cindy Lou Who is happy and loving and lives with her family. And they all love her. She loves Christmas, right, and everything that it represents, whereas we know the Grinch does not. But if you start to look more closely at them, right, they kind of start to have a connection throughout the story, right? If we're thinking about the longer version, the one with Jim Carrey. And you can see that their interactions push the story forward. And so that reminded me a little bit of juror number 8 and juror number 3, and how they seem so different, but really they have some similarities, right? Like Cindy Lou Who, like Grinch, used to love Christmas, right? So they both have these strong feelings about Christmas. So you could say that that could be a similarity, right? Cindy Lou Who loves it so much, the Grinch absolutely despises it for reasons that, right, we figure out in a flashback. And then you could say that they're both pretty smart, right? The Grinch is kind of cunning and he steals all the presents, he sneaks around, whereas Cindy Lou Who's the only one who kind of catches him. And so then you could start to look through and think, okay, what are some other similarities and differences between them? And so if you think to yourself, what else do you see? And then you could start to ask yourself, well, why does the author do this? And for me, I think the author kind of pits the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who against each other, or has them interact a lot, because they push the story forward. Right? It's kind of this idea of here's two opposites, and they both develop and change over the course of the story. They each have a lasting effect on one another. And, right, Cindy Lou Who kind of gets the Grinch to come out of his shell and makes him realize what Christmas is really all about. And so that's one thing that we're going to do today. So as you go through and we read our script today, watch for juror number 3 and juror number 8. What are their interactions? How are they similar? And why does the author put these two together? Right? Because they could have, because number 10, right, used to be kind of a big player, and he's still around, but number 3 and number 8 really kind of go at each other as far as their disagreements on if the boy is guilty or not. So as you watch today, be thinking about that. Maybe you want to make a list very similar to mine. You could create another Venn diagram as we read today, but have your notes out as we read. And then just as kind of a heads up, I think the substitute's going to talk to you about this, but tomorrow we will finish watching Act 3, so you'll read it today, we'll watch it tomorrow, and then for the last hour of class tomorrow, you will have your on-demand assessment. And so that's a compare and contrast of the script and the movie version. And so you can use any notes that you have. You can, I'm going to post the link to the video so you can rewatch that at any part if you need to tomorrow while we're taking that test. And then you're going to be wanting to mention why you think those changes were made. So if you have any questions, you can email me today since I will be out. But go forth, watch those two jurors, number 8 and 3, and figure out why the author wrote them the way they did, and what are their similarities and what are their differences.